Surviving the Abyss is a strategic deep-sea survival game set in the tense Cold War era of 1976. Players are tasked with building and managing a cutting-edge underwater research facility focused on human cloning, requiring a delicate balance of resources like oxygen, food, and power to sustain the crew. Expansion is essential, demanding careful resource mining, construction, and constant lighting to keep encroaching horrors in the darkness at bay. Players must capture and study diverse marine life for genetic experiments, navigating the psychological and physical strains on the crew. Researching advanced technologies and connecting facilities through a network of tunnels, power lines, and light pylons is crucial to progress, as every decision impacts the team's survival. Utilizing exploration submarines to establish distant outposts and secure resources, players must remain vigilant. A lurking presence waits in the dark, and survival depends on keeping the lights on. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, this early access game has shown promise but remains underdeveloped, with limited content and challenging gameplay mechanics that some find too punishing. Set underwater, the game involves survival and resource management, with a focus on strategic expansion, energy and oxygen management, and exploration. While some players appreciate the concept and depth of planning required, others note the difficulty in sustaining resources, compounded by technical issues like lack of autosave and random events that hinder progress. The absence of recent updates and limited developer communication has raised concerns, with some players feeling the game feels like a demo rather than a fully realized early access title. There's consensus that while the game could thrive with additional content and refinements, it currently falls short of expectations for many. The game Metal Slug Tactics is a tactical RPG that brings the explosive, nostalgic charm of the Metal Slug series into a fresh, strategy-based experience. Blending classic arcade action with roguelike elements, it challenges players to lead a squad through intense battles, relying on both strategic planning and dynamic combat skills. Players assemble a team from iconic characters in the series, gear up with powerful weapons, and customize loadouts to counter General Morden's forces. With 110 handcrafted maps, dozens of weapons, and numerous character loadouts, every battle brings new challenges and opportunities to adapt, learn, and conquer. The game's retro pixel art, combined with a high-energy soundtrack, pays tribute to Metal Slug's roots, offering a fresh yet familiar experience. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that Metal Slug Tactics delivers a fresh take on roguelite SRPG gameplay, blending Metal Slug's retro style with intricate, into the Breach-style tactics. While the game impresses visually with striking pixel art and an energetic soundtrack, it's a demanding experience requiring careful management of ammo, character positioning, and turn-based combos. Unique characters with set weapons enhance tactical depth, as they each have specific strengths and combo abilities, encouraging strategic planning across different maps and missions. Progression relies on completing maps and upgrading character skills through randomly generated options, adding variety to each run. However, numerous bugs, readability issues with font size, and some awkward translations detract from the overall experience. Though the gameplay itself is widely praised for its satisfying tactical depth and engaging mechanics, many are hesitant to recommend it until patches address the game's visual and technical problems. The game The Matchless Kungfu is an open-world RPG set in a richly detailed wuxia-inspired universe, where players can craft unique martial arts roles and shape their own stories. It offers extensive world building, allowing players to create their own mini-worlds or explore vast pre-generated lands with diverse environments, resources, creatures, and clans. Gameplay includes physical combat with a customizable skill deck and a unique verbal combat system for non-violent conflict resolution. The Meridian system introduces strategic buffs and health management, letting players embody the heroes of classic wuxia novels. Players can build and manage structures, establish sects, recruit disciples, raise families, and even tame animals with specialized abilities. Future updates promise ongoing content, language support, and additional features to deepen the experience, all developed with the goal of crafting an evolving wuxia world that prioritizes player enjoyment and immersion. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that this early access game offers an intense, sandbox-style experience that combines life simulation with exaggerated kung fu and wuxia elements. Reminiscent of Kenshi, the game allows players to dive into chaotic martial arts adventures, where every NPC and creature, from horses to frogs, can become an overpowered martial artist. Players recount memorable stories of rivalries, sect wars, and bizarre mechanics, including rap battle-style debates that can resolve feuds or lead to fatal showdowns. The gameplay is challenging, and while it can be difficult to master, it is deeply rewarding for those who do. Though the English translation is still rough and occasionally jarring, this is seen by some as part of the charm, aligning with the game's quirky tone. Overall, this game appeals to fans of open-world simulation who appreciate unique, high-stakes storytelling and a sense of humor in a chaotic, martial arts-inspired universe. Death Note Killer Within. Special Edition is an intense online social deduction game for up to 10 players, immersing players in the psychological battle between Kira and L from the Death Note universe. Divided into two opposing teams, followers of Kira and L's investigators, players must deduce each other's identities, either to protect the Death Note or eliminate those who threaten it. With distinctive roles that allow for diverse strategies, each session evolves into a high-stakes game of deception and deduction. This special edition features the core game plus a premium customization track, an accessory pack, and cross-play support, allowing players to personalize avatars with unlockable items, nameplates, and special animations. The game requires an active internet connection and is designed exclusively for online play with voice chat recommended for an enhanced experience. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Death Note Killer Within offers an intense and strategic experience inspired by Among Us, with fans particularly enjoying the depth provided by roles like Kira and L. Each character role adds complexity, and players appreciate the thrill of balancing secret identities while working through deduction. However, technical issues such as infinite loading screens and the fact that the game ends abruptly if one player leaves have been significant drawbacks, especially when playing with random teammates. The $10 price point, along with additional costs for premium skins, feels high for some, especially given the limited content, like the single map currently available. Although the tutorial aids in learning the game, it moves too quickly for some, leaving new players confused in early lobbies. Voice chat enhances the chaotic atmosphere, but it can be challenging with loud or disruptive players. Overall, the game shines with dedicated teams and offers a unique twist on social deduction gameplay, appealing mainly to hardcore Death Note fans.